Alright, people, we are checking out a new RVMNE video. What Israelis really think of Palestinian state recognition. It should be of the Palestinian state recognition. But anyway, not gonna lie, that thumbnail was really intriguing, Avi. So good job with the thumbnail. Um, must be some kind of Israeli OnlyFans girl, to be honest. Um, this is so weird. Anyway, yeah, let's check this out. Um, I mean, what do I think of it? Yeah, I reckon they're full of shit, mate. Palestinian recognize. I mean, you can recognize, like, I don't know, the inner regions of my asshole. It doesn't mean it's true. Like, I don't know. It's just stupid. What's the point? Fucking Australia, what was it? Australia, Canada, and France? And they all happen to do it at the same time. Yeah, okay, let's see what they think.
Canada, Britain, and Australia, how they feel about. We're asking people how they feel about the decision from Canada, Britain, and Australia to recognise Palestine overnight. How do you feel?
They're shit.
Who's shit? The governments?
Yeah, the governments are shit. But the civilians are good.
Nice low angle. The cameraman's doing a good job. Okay, okay. I don't know why he goes to the beach to ask these questions, but okay. Yeah, it's shit. I agree. It's shit.
Do you think maybe Israel should recognise London as a Pakistani territory?
Isn't it already?
Well, East London is pretty, pretty Muslim, pretty Islamic. So maybe we should recognize it. I don't know. Like, what are they hoping to achieve? Do they think that just because they recognize it, it's just magically gonna happen? I don't know.
Avi Mini for Rebel News in Tel Aviv Beach for IsraelUncut.com. The morning after, Britain, Australia, and Canada all declared recognition of the state of Palestine. We're here today again for IsraelUncut.com to find out what the average Israeli thinks about it. Do you agree with that?
Never. We never agree with the state of Palestine. Never. Israel is here to stay and Israel will remain forever.
They don't understand enough the consequences of those things. But it's their decision. We are a country, we are a strong country, we will see. But yeah, I don't care much about them.
They just want to finish with it. Yeah. But it's our problem and we need to deal with it. And I don't think that to give a independence country to the Palestine, it's the great solution. I think that maybe it can be more bad.
Portugal as well. We don't really count Portugal a country. No, we're talking about the Commonwealth countries. Yeah.
I think they just do it to get votes. Like, there's no other reason. Because they know that a lot of people are pro-Palestine. And so to virtue signal or whatever that's called, to make them look good, like they actually care about the Palestinians, they recognize the Palestinian state. But it's such a strange thing to do. Like years ago, there was a terrorist attack in France, and I think they just bombed the crap out of that country. I don't remember what country attacked them, some Islamic country, obviously. And no one was like, oh, we're going to recognize this, we're going to recognize that. Everyone was like supporting of France to do that. But then all of a sudden, when Israel gets attacked, it's a problem. Like, oh my God. Like, they're a bunch of hypocrites. It doesn't make sense. From a historical point of view and from a practical point of view, I don't understand what the point is.
I think it's just from political reasons. I saw that, for example, in Britain, United Kingdom, they did a survey and 90% of the British people thought that it's a mistake.
I think it's really bad for those countries more than Israel, in my opinion.
Why?
Why? Because it pushes the Muslims in the European countries or Canada or Australia, where you're from, to vote for the current leaders, and they're not thinking forward.
I think that
Look at this.
it's an expression of colonial.
And they're not.
Who is this? Who is this? Muhammad Abdullah? What is this? This is in Australia. Jesus. Who are these people? Why are you wasting your time with this? The economy is shit and everything else, like actual Australian issues he doesn't care about, but this, he has time for this? Really?
Thinking forward.
I think that it's an expression of colonialist guilt, that they feel they need to express it, but instead they should just teach their own history in schools and live their own colonialist guilt without projecting it onto other nations, especially without.
Like, with that logic, like, why don't you recognize Australia as an indigenous Australian country and change the name completely? Don't call it Australia, call it, I don't know, the indigenous people of Australian land. Like, I don't know. It's the same thing. There was um drama. There was probably some kind of why my Australian history is not that tremendous. Um, same thing with America. They fought a war, the Americans won, and so therefore the land is American. It's the same thing with Israel. It, the whole thing is just ridiculous. Okay, I'll try not to pause too much.
Actually understanding the complexity of the issues, specifically in the Middle East, as this is a totally different region with totally different dynamics and history.
I don't know. They're not from here. They're not us. So I don't know. I don't really care what they say.
Oh yeah, really?
You don't even know.
No.
Do you care?
Not because it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Never is gonna happen.
An Aussie in the house.
We've got a fan. We've got a subscriber.
What are you doing here? You live here?
No, just traveling.
Oh, just traveling.
Holiday.
So during your holiday, Albanese has recognised Palestine. What do you reckon? Has much changed on the ground? It doesn't seem like many people care too much, to be honest.
No one really cares. They don't have to live next to a terrorist dictatorship.
I don't think that's actually a good idea
Finally, someone with a t-shirt. Thank you.
to create a state right now. They're unstable. They have no real leadership. Where's the border going to be? Is it going to be in Gaza or is it going to be in the West Bank? There's a huge land separating these two areas, and each side has its own government. So who is going to be the leader? Is it going to be Mahmoud Abbas for another 30 years, the same leader? It's just going to create another corrupted Arabian state here in the middle, which Israel is going to have to deal with again, just like Lebanon and Syria. Is it really something that the world wants again? It's just perpetual, endless wars for Israel. The world should think about it before creating a state just like that.
For my side, I have no problem to give to the Palestinian country and recognize them even now, in this moment. But I want that it will be equal.
That they would recognise Israel's sovereignty and right to exist here as well.
Yes, that I want they understand that we have the all right to live here and to live in peace with the Palestinian and in the other country in the area also.
This is geopolitics, guys. The government wants the Islamic who live in their own country to keep their eyes on the enemy, who's the Jewish people. Because if they don't do that, so they can just turn over the own government they are living, because often they are not respecting the law over there.
I mean, right now I hesitate to recognize anything to do with Palestine until the hostages come back, Hamas gives up, they surrender, and you install some kind of proper government in Palestine to where people act in a normal and civil way, working with Israel to create peace. If that happens, then sure, they can have a state. But like right now, no, it's ridiculous.
So they don't respect the government or any sign about what the people have thought about it for their own independence. So just come there to how you say that, to use and manipulate the country.
Do you think it's going to change anything?
No. Again, they don't have to live next to a genocidal Islamic dictatorship.
Yeah.
So it's easy for them to say, recognise Palestine, but as long as the Palestinians are determined to annihilate the state of Israel, nothing will change.
I think that Israel is the first country that fighting terror Islam, and now Canada don't feel these problems, but maybe in 10 years, 20 years, it will come to you and you will say, oh, we did a mistake.
Very bad, because I like those countries and I don't agree with with what they think.
Let's pillow fight.
He wants a pillow fight. He's telling him to stop talking and do more pillow fighting. This is what's up. All right, 3. Hold on, I'm the referee.
All right.
3. No. Keep it fair, guys. No.
No boxing.
No, no going on the ground. Up.
A little bit gay there. A little bit gay, but that's fine.
I think we need to do peace with
Wait, who won that?
It's either Atai or I won, because he...
One of you won.
Okay. Because he stepped back and...
he surrendered.
Yeah.
I think peace is important, but you can't do peace when they killing our babies in 7th of October and come to the kibbutzes and just kill everybody they saw. I want peace with them, but if they don't want peace, we do war. There's no other option.
Yeah, in my opinion, even after the 7th of October, if they returned all hostages and destroyed Hamas, Palestine will become like a democratic country or whatever, then even we wouldn't fight back. But it's like they come to it's like a neighbor comes to your home, kills your, kidnaps your wife, kills your children, and then expects us to not fight back. Like what?
Why do you think they did it now?
Well, maybe for votes or something like this. That Starmer has problems. He's not very much liked in England too.
I think their policies are failing. So either Australia, the UK, France, or Canada, they are in terrible shape, both internally, domestically and internationally. And I think they're going to just bring the attention on another topic, which is pleasing the Muslim fringe of the country, that's for sure. And they're just playing with fire. They are giving the opportunity of a fringe of this population to show that if you commit terrorism, you'll get rewarded at some point.
It's a trophy for Hamas that other countries, not only them, but other countries that recognize Palestine, is just make the Hamas stronger, but we won't break. We're Israel. It's the strongest people in the world.
It does have to do with the influx of immigration from all these Arab worlds, all these Muslim countries. Government wants to appease them so that they can get more votes.
Massive immigrant waves of radical from all countries who's not welcome over there, because they are just radical even in the Arab countries, so they get expulsed. And I think they have received a mass of immigration people who don't want to work, and they are there to receive the right of economic right, about democracy.
The whole situation is shitty.
Is that going to change anything on the ground?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Not that. It's going to make things worse for everyone.
In what way?
For the Palestinians and for the Israelis.
Why?
For everyone. Because Israel is not going to give up on that. Nothing is going to happen on the ground, and instead the government would just like to show that nothing happens and things in Gaza keep on happening the way they are. And unfortunately, things will continue to unfold just as they are now.
Well, those 3 countries, or at least Australia and Canada, I know, and I think also England, attached certain conditions that the PA promised to fulfill. For example, that Hamas won't rule Gaza, even though the PA has no control in Gaza, that they'll run free and fair elections.
How can they promise that? How can they actually make sure that that happens? They cannot. They're far away. Australia is miles, kilometers away. How can they make sure that Mahmoud Abbas or someone who is in charge of Gaza after Hamas will not attack Israel once again, once they declare a state? Even though, to be honest, I think it's actually a good thing. Now I'm thinking about it, it's actually a good thing to have a state. First of all, if you have a state, The Palestinians will no longer be recognized as refugees. They have a state. All right, Israel should no longer be able to support them. They can support themselves. They have a state. For now, Israel is giving them water, electricity, and lots of other accommodations. With a state, why should we do that? So it can actually be a good thing, but I don't know. It depends on the people. I don't think the Palestinians themselves are ready mentally for a state, and economically, and in part of the government, they are not ready yet for a state.
It's a bad timing.
Will it change anything on the ground here?
I don't think so. I think for for a two-state solution, you need both sides to agree.
There were already like 60 or 70 countries that had, recognized Palestine. What did it change over the course of the last 20 years? Nothing.
I think, unfortunately, Israel is going to become more isolationist, which I think is very bad for the society.
What do you reckon about Albanese recognizing Palestine overnight?
Disappointed, but I feel like we were disappointed 2 years ago by his actions. But at the end of the day, there's one man who's in control of all that, and that's Benjamin Netanyahu. So I think what all these leaders say will say, and the decision's not going to be made in Paris, London, or Sydney. It's going to be made here. So we'll see.
Yo, let's just get one thing straight. Anthony Albanese is as native to Australia as Layla al-Masri is to Israel. She's a non-native. Her name literally means the Egyptian.
We hear a lot in Australia that Israel is an apartheid state.
Well, those who say obviously did not come to Israel. They did not visit. As a Nigerian Christian, I grew up here. No problems at all. Of course, there's racism everywhere, but you do not actually feel it. Nobody feels racism because once you're here, you're part of a family, a huge family, all right? It's not as if I, as a Christian, do not feel belonged because I'm a Christian. The Jews who are with me, who I work with, we all treat each other exactly the same, equally. We also work with Arabs, Muslims, Muslim Christians, Muslim, Arab Muslims, everything. So there's no real apartheid here. People just do not know what life is, to be honest. They should come here and see and check for themselves.
You don't look like a white colonizer to me.
I'm not white colonial. I'm a pure African, but I'm fully supporting Israel.
I really like that guy. This dude. He said he is Nigerian Christian. There's an actual genocide going on over there against Christians. I think with Islamic terrorism. And no one talks about it. Like, you don't see people on the streets protesting for Nigeria. So yeah, that's a little bit strange, isn't it? An actual genocide happens and no one says anything. But this fake genocide with Israel against Gaza, people are apparently outraged, even though it's not actually genocide. Yeah, I like this guy.
Like a white colonizer to me.
I'm not white colonial. I'm a pure African, but I'm fully supporting Israel, and we believe in Israel, and we recognize Israel, and Israel is here to stay.
Everywhere you go, you see Muslims, Arabs, Jews, and everyone lives in harmony for the most part. But yeah, I guess the rest of the world just don't see that.
Israel is a racist.
That's what they say.
Who is saying?
The media, the social media. Is it true?
I don't think it's true.
We love everyone. I really want to travel to Canada, to Australia, to everything in the world. But yes, that's all.
You know, if you come to Melbourne, it's a nanny state. You might not be legally allowed to pillow fight on the street.
Oh, why?
You gotta bring machetes.
You can only use machetes.
What is machetes?
That's how much of a non-issue it is here. You don't have machete bins?
No, I don't think.
What would you say to citizens of Australia, Canada and Britain that think that maybe their government's doing the right thing?
Well, I first of all invite all the people from these countries to come and visit and to check for themselves.
The reflection shot from his glasses is really cool. You can see Avi, the cameraman, and the city behind him. Just a little filmmaking thing I noticed.
What country
it's
we are.
obviously not done on purpose, but it's pretty cool.
Are what we represent, and that's it. For let them to see for themselves.
Every smart Western human being from Canada that will come to Israel in 1 week, he will change his mind because he will see what is true and what is good and what is evil.
I don't care if you consider it as Palestine or Israel. You should come here, see for yourself. My friend here, he was in the same position as them. He came to Israel because he wanted to see what was the buzz about. He wanted to see if it's like really like apartheid and not liberal at all. Came here, changed his mind completely in 2 years. He's been here like every other month. I think they should come here, see for themselves, see how we live in peace with Arabs. We're in Tel Aviv, right on the border of Jaffa, where tons of Arabs are living. We're chilling. There's no war here, not between us, you know.
That's a pretty good point as well. I'm guessing that's the end of the video. Yeah. Most people that talk shit about Israel, they've never actually been there before. Which was actually a good point when Douglas Murray said that to Dave Smith. He has never been there, which is not a thing to say, oh, you're not an expert, so therefore you can't talk about it. No, no, no. He's just saying that if you're going to talk about a country in such a deep and complex way, it's a good idea to go visit that place eventually at some point in time. So you actually get the authentic experience of living in that country and to see that it's not all these words that they like to use, apartheid state and all that.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like.
Yeah, that's the end. Okay, pretty good video. You know, maybe not to make it so socially awkward. Next time, don't go to a beach. But yeah, it was pretty good. What else is there to say? Yeah, I agree with the people in this video. Yeah. Um, I think the news of this came out like 4 days ago at this point, so I'm kind of over it anyway. But yeah, um, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.